Chapter 1. The stars whispered louder on the nights she dreamed of cutting her hair. Blinking and twinkling high above in the indigo sky, they watched through the tower window, casting pale silver light across the stone floor. And when the starlight touched her braid, her strands illuminated in that cold, silvery light. Ariadne had never seen the world beyond her tower window, never experienced the warm sunlight on her face, never touched the cool grass under her bare feet. She remained hidden away from the world, cursed or blessed, to live her days alone. She spent long nights gazing at the stars. She had them memorized, how they danced during summer storms and faded to ghost-like shimmers during the winters, how they seemed to give her life and energy as they beamed down into her tower window, and how her strength ebbed when the clouds covered them. Her initial memories involved that tower, the sky, and her caretaker, an elderly woman whose face, though lined, was kind. She said her hair consisted of moonlight and starlight, spun from the last breath of a dying star. She said her long hair tethered her to this place, this mortal realm. She said her silver strands had a curse, that severing her hair would cause her madness, that the sky would rip open, forever altering the realm. As a child, she believed the stories. Now that she had matured, she remained unsure, but she did not dare tempt fate by cutting her hair. What would happen if she was no longer bound to this place? What would she become? Would she be free to leave, to live a different life, no longer in solitude? Tonight, the stars were restless. Deep within her, something ancient stirred as though her soul sensed a change. Ariadne couldn't pinpoint the odd impulse deep within her, but she felt restless like the stars. She rose from the bed and gazed up at the murals along the tower walls. These recounted her life's journey from birth to when starlight became woven into her hair, to even the moment she was placed in the tower with the woman who was her caretaker. When the woman died, she turned into sparkling, twinkling light and joined the stars above. The enchanted tower continued to provide for her years after her death. Palpable loneliness, memories of stories long past, and bookshelves containing fantastical tales were all that remained for her. No end existed. Would there ever be? Days and nights blended into one another, marked only by the passing seasons. Spring brought bright sunshine, a verdant lawn at the base of the tower, and flowers blooming in bright colors she longed to see up close. The summer proved long, hot, and her least favorite month when the days appeared endless and the sultry nights seemed eternal. When autumn arrived, it was as if a deep breath expelled into the world, cooling the air and bringing back the bright, cheerful stars overhead, including her favorite, Andromeda. The wind shifted to the north. The rains came. The foliage changed from bright green to magnificent colors of yellow, orange, red, and gold. Winter brought the snows, the cold air, the clouds, the dismal darkness. She kept the one window shuttered against the cold and spent days and nights wrapped in cozy blankets with a book. But there were moments she couldn't stop staring at the night sky despite the frigid temperatures. Now, as summer gave way to autumn winds, something else shifted. Something had changed. More than anything, she yearned for freedom from her tower prison. She had never dared to leave, for she feared the consequences. The caretaker told her, more than once, it was forbidden. The world is dangerous, Ariadne. You must stay here. Stay hidden. For there are those who would use you and the starlight in your hair for their own gain. What gain? Who? She had asked. The caretaker said, men with dark hearts. They will cut your hair and use the magic of the stars. A cryptic response. She never understood what that meant. No matter how many times she asked, the answer remained the same. Outside her tower, the light shifted suddenly. Odd colors in green, blue, and purple splashed across the stone flooring, catching her attention. She hurried to the window, where the afternoon breeze turned cool. A metallic twang floated on the air, as though a harbinger of what was to come.